Gabriel here with the Icon Capture GPS Intelligence Brief for June 25th, 2026. All right, commercial research analysts and business development leads, we need to talk because this is one of those boards where if you only look at the opportunity count, you are going to misread the market. Here's what I want to do with you today. I want to walk through the new opportunity flow, the legislative and executive movement, the regulatory and court signals, and then bottom line what this means if you're actually managing a portfolio right now and trying to decide where to lean in, where to stay patient, and where you may be kidding yourself. Before we start, this is the last brief before this terrain window narrows. 2 seats left in the GPS Terrain Movement Review. Terrain Update, 5,084 new opportunities. Who moved and who didn't? That signal is what opened this session, and it will not repeat the same way tomorrow. Code GPS5111 at the-icon.ai capture. Now, let's read the board. So let's get right to the facts. Over the last 168 hours, GPS surfaced 5,084 new opportunities posted on SAM.gov. 2702 legislative signals, 0 federal hiring signals across 0 agencies. And all of that is happening while market BCL is 0%, with 0 agencies stalled under the continuing resolution. In this 168-hour window, the opportunity flow has been robust, with 5,084 new opportunities lighting up the board. Commercial research analysts and business development leads will note that while the volume is high, the quality is what truly drives value. The top opportunities, such as the PRSM IDQ contract modification and the full-line food distribution for San Diego Navy ships, may lack explicit dollar amounts but signal significant contract modifications and strategic supply chain activities. These aren't just routine entries, they indicate pivotal shifts in operational priorities. When I glance at the capture ticker, it's clear that legislative activity dominates. With 2,702 legislative signals and 0 executive, FR and DFARS engagements, the board is voicing a heavy lean towards policy-driven activities. This can suggest a realignment phase where new legislative frameworks are being sculpted for future operational landscapes. For those who read this market, the message is clear. Accessibility is high, but the lack of executive or FR/DFARS movement hints at a temporary pause in regulation-heavy opportunities. The balance between opportunity accessibility and raw volume is delicate. While the sheer number of opportunities may seem inviting, experienced managers know that true accessibility is dictated by understanding where the current holds, where it shifts, and how systems theory suggests these variables will carry forward. The absence of hiring, court opinions, and lobbying activities is intriguing and may suggest a market pause, a calm before the next strategic wave. Now, let's dive into the secondary signals. The complete absence of terrain holes and stalled contracts indicates a market with little friction, at least on the surface. But that's only half the picture. 0 court opinions and lobbying clusters tell us something critical about market mispricing. The current lack of legal and political maneuvering suggests a stabilization phase, which can be a ripe environment for strategic positioning if you're ahead of the curve. For business development leads, this is a crucial moment to identify where the smart portfolio moves are. The lack of hiring spread and no active agency recruitment signals a focus on consolidating existing resources rather than expanding workforce capabilities. This might indicate that agencies are in a strategic holding pattern, waiting for legislative movements to crystallize into actionable outcomes. Without the typical lobbying clusters, commercial research analysts should consider that traditional avenues of influence are currently underutilized. This creates a unique opportunity to anticipate shifts before they manifest. If you read this tape, understanding these silent indicators might just give you the predictive edge you need. In a market where the absence of certain activities speaks as loudly as their presence, savvy analysts and BD leads should take note of these signals. It's a moment to refine focus, calibrating strategic movements to align with incoming legislative tides and the subtle currents of market stabilization. The commercial GPS market is characterized by rapid innovation and dynamic shifts, driven by both consumer demand and federal requirements. Are we effectively aligning our research and development with emerging federal demand signals to ensure strategic positioning? How can we leverage our robust data of 5,084 opportunities to anticipate and fill potential gaps before they become critical? Are we fully utilizing the monthly synthesis, what held, what shifted, system theory carry forward to refine our commercial adjacency strategies? Our conviction is clear. Staying ahead requires not just following trends, but anticipating them through diligent analysis and agility in execution. Last thing before I sign off, and I want to be direct. 2 seats left in the GPS Terrain Movement Review. When this window closes, the terrain that justified it moves on. Tomorrow's signal will be different. The next session will read a different board. If the brief we just walked through gave you a reason to act, now is the time. Code GPS 511. communities.theicon.ai/capture the-govcon-elite. 12.6 million records, 4 verticals ready. Provenance traced from bill to award. Like and subscribe if you're managing a federal grant, research, GovCon, or commercial portfolio. I drop a new GPS brief every weekday. All links, terminal preview, Shipley sessions, live cohort calendar, and the full brief are at communities.theicon.ai/capture/the-govcon-elite. Register free and it's all there. This is Gabriel. I'll see you tomorrow. Just a quick note. You'll be disconnected in 5 seconds due to inactivity. Please say something if you'd like to continue the conversation.